I'm going to go with TNC. I think they have a much better draft. I don't think this Spectre is answered. Like, they have... Neon has an early game-oriented draft where they need to finish the game. Otherwise, this Spectre takes off. Like, she's just going to be uncontested in the mid-late game. So they need to have, like, 5k gold advantage 15 minutes in. Otherwise, I don't see them winning the game.
Just see if they
early
can
game.
just win. It's just that easy.
Just win the early game, yeah.
And just cast. For game number 3, B-Cup and Lacoste.
Thank you very much, Tsunami. Yeah, coming in. Just win. I feel like that's on the same pathway as just TP.
Just cast
TP,
the game
just
for
win,
us.
just
Yeah,
cast,
you know,
yeah.
just talk about the game.
Yeah. So with Neon, I think things were a little bit slower and different, especially with the Nature's Prophet. Now they've got Natsumi playing the Nature's Prophet this time around. Like, things get a little bit different in terms of the builds. And I think the build, while the right idea for CTM in the second game with that Nature's Prophet, they just weren't doing enough damage. Like, the TA just couldn't do it all. And of course, Natsumi on the Void Spirit also did not have the best of times. He was sitting at like 4k, 5k net worth pretty late.
That was the problem. I don't think Nature's Prophet, like, he did a very good job itemizing in the second game, going for a more of a tanky build, but it was a... Oh, stun barely misses. Lion with the boots of speed manages to get out.
And a lot of lockdown here for Neon as well. You can see that certainly being a problem for TNC. Also, I'm excited to see this Sand King Beastmaster mid. Well, you don't see Sand King often in the mid lane. I know Yopaj does play a lot of unconventional mids. He loves the Earth Spirit mid. Something we haven't seen in Season 1 and we haven't seen yet in Season 2.
Oh, man, Armel having a perfect game on a mid lane. Got 4 CS, pushes the lane into the tower. Like, Sand King wants to be the one pushing the lane with the Caustic Finale. Armel shows up on the lane, uses Axis instantly to just get more damage, and one of the creeps kills it instantly after that. Like, just some really good stuff by him. But this is definitely a Sand King favorite matchup. Yeah, it's just so much damage. He's actually going to die.
Oh, my.
One
He's got
more Burrow Strike.
Too.
Yeah, he's dead.
And he lands it. First blood for Yopaj. That is...
He played it well, but overstayed his welcome near the tower, where, like, tower's going to hit a creep. Caustic Finale will proc.
Wow. That was a lot of damage and a lot of revenge.
I think we're going to see much more of a mid Sand King. I believe it was Nigma who played it. And now he's pushing in. Like, this Caustic Finale against melee heroes is just causing so much issues.
Armel's got to be careful.
He's under the tower, B-Cup. He's fine. Like, I don't think you kill him. Now he has a healing salve. He has a bottle coming to him. Water rune spawning in 5 seconds. There's already John-Noel. Like, he wants... Oh my god. I don't think I've seen this before. Both supports rotating 2 minutes in just to be able to secure the water runes. And the enemy mid laner doesn't even have a bottle.
They just want to make sure he doesn't sip on any water. Hydration
they
is
wanna,
the first step.
Yeah, exactly. They want him to be dehydrated. Can't pause the game, can't get water. You play worse. Makes sense.
Burrow Strike coming in. Caustic going to start doing some damage here, and he's CSing really well.
I don't think you need to put the second point in Caustic. We'll see. Like, Sandstorm is really good. You can just sit in the Sandstorm. It increases your farm, because Caustic Finale doesn't really scale as much. You know, its base damage is 74% max HP per level. 1 point is enough to push the wave and be annoying.
Yeah, I think that's certainly fine. Gabby 12-3 up towards top. He's up against CTM, who's on the Dragonite this time around. So Nature's Prophet the first 2 games, DK the third game. We've seen some Spectres just get out of control. But at the same time, you know, sometimes the timings just don't work out. And what kind of build for this game are you looking for as a Spectre? We've seen like Blade Mail games, or just, you know, going Manta.
This time around, Blade Mail, definitely. He also went for Urn. This is an old school Spectre build, something that I've not seen. I didn't see too much of Spectre, though, lately, but, you know, it's a bit of sustain. I think it's not that great in the lane against Dragonite, because you're not going to be able to kill the hero, so won't get any charges. You have a global presence, you can use the Haunt, get the charge, come back to the lane. It's okay, you know, it's a bit of a stats, a bit of mana regen, potentially sometimes you need that heal, sometimes you need a bit of extra damage to get the kill, but he's definitely not going to be able to kill the Dragonite in this lane, so no value whatsoever until he gets level 6. And should be Manta style after that, just tank up. This is the type of a game where the tankier you get, you deal damage pretty much with the dispersion. So Manta style Scotty. Scotty also feels really good against the Dragonite. There's also no break mechanics in this game. Unfortunately, the meta doesn't provide break anymore. Kind of a quiet game, a lot of harassment, but no real kills happening.
Yeah, a couple stuns back and forth over bottom, but nothing really doing. Impale for an Earth Spike, a stun for a stun. Natsumi sitting at 22 and 12, so he's enjoying his time a lot more than when he was playing on that Void Spirit in the last game. I expect a lot of aggression from Neon, but that's, you know, we've seen aggression from both sides. More so once you get that level 6, you can move in with Wrath of Nature, kind of play this high aggression style, be anywhere on the map, a stun with like an arrow, anything doing, like things get dangerous. Arrow comes
misses.
in, not gonna land, Earth Spike's there, Axe is out, and Yopaj plays himself. That was really trying maybe a bit too much with not a lot behind him.
He tried to go for a kill, you know, he's level 6, Beastmaster was still level 5. So no roar, no counterplay. Lion quick with the reactions, already was there ready for any kind of aggression. Arrow misses, unfortunately. Like sometimes Mirana as a position 4, she can look like a goddess, or she can look like, what the hell are you doing? Like if you don't have a setup for those arrows, in this game they do, you know, they have 1, 2, 3 stuns, they have a Sprout, I almost said Sprite. Maybe I'm just thirsty as well, maybe I need a water rune.
Bottom lane, Natsumi. He TPs away. Yeah, get a little hydration, get a water rune, sip on it. Sparkling or flat?
Dire's middle tower.
Oh, still water for me. Only.
Yeah, sparkling or still, that's right.
And now we're good to go.
Water runes in real life.
Trying to invade the
out.
stacks.
Still just 1-1.
Armel's
Armel's enjoying his time, I think, you know, past the first blood.
Yeah, like he enjoyed first and the second wave and then died. Now he's also making some more stacks. Like 1 point in Boar is really good because you can check the runes, you can stack with the Boar as well. Right. And, you know, the Hog just provides vision, but it's a bit more mana consuming. You know, Boar is 60 mana, 30 for the Hawk.
Gabby not having the best of times, but it's not the worst of times. Watching CTM, I'm interested to see what direction he goes with this hero. If he's still going to try and just be that tanky frontliner, blink in, Dragon Tail, in the Elder Dragon form, keep the pressure on.
Has Hood queued up. Most of the damage is magical. Boomy once again like didn't get too many levels. He just decided to leave the lane, leave Spectre with the levels. So she's level 6.5, almost level 7. 7 minutes in, which is really good. And he was stacking the jungle pretty much, now collecting some XP, while Beastmaster is trying to make a move, and he was jungling as well.
Armel comes over, Axe is out. Still tough to kill this DK. Going into that Blade Mail, so Gabby will wait for that Blade Mail, then he's going to try and get charges on that Urn, but it's going to be a little while until we feel Gabby's presence in this game. He's backed off into the jungle. Meanwhile, Boomy picks up the Invis rune. Arrow doesn't connect. These arrows, unfortunately, not connecting at the moment. That could be a potential difference maker. But
oh no, Spectre, she finds the chipped vest. GG, go next. Like this item is just so good on Spectre. Gives you HP regen. She goes in.
They're gonna move over and get the Primal Roar out onto Yopaj. He's dead again. Wrath of Nature does a lot of damage. He just doesn't do enough damage. They're looking for the Rolling Thunder. Play hard, trying to leap away from this. Bot comes in though. Rolling Thunder hits onto both Tatsumi as well as Play Hard. They're gonna try and catch up with him. Genwell, he's not speedy enough, it seems. Looking Spike Carapace, Impale short, and they just get nothing from it. They lose Yopaj again. This is a good rotation for TNC, getting 2 charges on that urn, using that first haunt to get involved. TNC, the movements look good.
He gets the charge, doesn't even have to use it, because has that chip west. Natsumi peeping top aggressively. Yopaj with the blink, Epi. Yeah, this is that Spectre.
Gabby, he can't get out. Now good movements from Neon.
Yeah. No boots of speed, you're just not tanky enough to sustain throughout all that damage. Dragonite trying to put some pressure on the mid tower. Nature Prophet just TP top, Wrath of Nature ready in 20 seconds. Like, this is the time to kind of strike with the Wrath of Nature if it bounces.
Burrow Strike coming through on the Boomy arrows there with the Impale, easy kill, and a tier 1 tower. And CTM feeling super confident, just standing there and eating the tower shots the entire time and taking the tower. And they're going to try to take the tier 1 top 2. Natsumi's up here. They're moving around quite a bit. This is going to be interesting for Gabby, considering the fact that you're going to lose your tier 1s mid and top, and that's going to close up the map for you. Gabby's now going to react to that.
They're going to take another tower on the top lane, so the map will get smaller. This is going to be a 3k gold lead after they take the tower for Neon. We still haven't seen anything coming out from Pango. Like, he's not been involved in a single kill. Has that ulti ready. Like, he has a lot of small items. Like, started with the Ring of Protection, which is fine. Also, Circlet, a bit of a stats. Infused Raindrop, has a bottle on top of that. Now wants to get the mana boots. Like, you don't need mana boots on this hero, especially like this early on. He consumes a lot of mana, but if you have a bottle, if you have a Raindrop, plus a Clarity running, like, you can just sustain yourself. Like, he has a Clarity running while he has full mana as well.
Genwell coming over with the Ob Sentry combo. He needs to be careful.
Boomy wants to die. Like, Boomy's ready to die. They see Genwell.
Spike Carapace stuns up 2. They've got the Dust. Tim's Earth Spike Finger. Genwell bit off more than he could chew. Epicenter again, getting charged up. Blink Burrow Strike coming through. Arrow to follow it up. They've got the damage, the lockdown, and the kill. All onto Armel. They really want to slow down this Beastmaster because he's not too far away from that axe.
This is how Neon needs to play. Like, when before the game started, I said they need to have a 5k gold lead. 15 minutes in, they're playing very aggressive. Blank Dagger, first item on a Sanking. Stun misses.
They're going to go to the Haunt, so Gabby comes in on this. They've got the silence onto a couple of these heroes with the Waning Rift. Burrow Strike in. Just an urn on the bot, picks up the bounty rune, swashbuckle into Sandstorm. They've got the sentry down. He might be in too far. Yeah, he's in too far. Yopaj's going to die for the 3rd time. Natsumi finally comes in. Primal Roar is used. Tim's, he's low, but he gets the Earth Spike off before he may in fact die, and he will. That means Natsumi as well as Yopaj are gone.
Buyback from Tim's.
And, Wrath of Nature taking out Bot. They'll buyback on Tim's, back into the fight. Now Arrow comes through, hits onto the puck. They've got themselves a 3-man stun coming in from Genwell. With a Spike Carapace, the Earth Spike to lock down this Nyx Assassin. It is taking quite a bit to kill him, but eventually they do finish him off, and Boomy will get it with the Illusory.
Great fight here from TNC. They had a Sentry ready. They see Sanking. Like, they need to invest a lot of gold in Dust. Sentries, they're playing against 3 Invis heroes if you also count in the Moonlight Shadow. So you know that Sentries are going to be everywhere around the map. I just want to see how Pango died. Like, Pango got bursted. He didn't use his ulti at all. There's going to be a big Wrath of Nature coming. So he lost. Okay, he was sitting at the 20% HP anyway, and then he just dies.
who are watching this replay. They did, in fact, get a couple more. Got a kill on Boomy as well as Tim's. And you see, Janwell, he gets caught. Spike Carapace on a 3, impaled onto a couple. And eventually they run him down, but Tim's did buy back.
It's just a buyback from position 4. To go back to Pangolier, the way he's playing this game, doesn't put a single point in a shield crash, which is a mistake here. You know, considering how this game is being played, you know that Neon wants to go in. They're going to be grouping around. Like what was, in terms of damage reduction, level 2 shield crash before is now level 1. So a lot of value if you just get a single point in it.
Sprout, Orchid, Dream Coil turning this around. They've got the silence, but they don't have the damage to get the kill on Armel. Boomy coming in, and the finger on an Asumi from a distance. Arrow follows that up. It'll stun up the Lion.
Good roll.
But the roll is disrupting the fight, and Yopaj again just cannot do anything on this Sand King. He's dead for the 4th time. And then we'll look over as the axe is thrown to the spiked Janwell Nix, but he's still dead. Natsumi getting tipped by Boomy.
Neon, they needed to win these fights. Like, this is their time to strike with the Sand King. Like, this hero doesn't scale. Like, no matter what you get, like, maybe if you're 5-6 slotted, yeah, you're gonna feel the difference, but just having 1 or 3 items on a Sand King doesn't really matter. His damage output is pretty much always gonna be the same. Like, hero is gonna be that Burrow, Strike, Epicenter, Sandstorm. Be a bit more annoying maybe with an extra item, but that's pretty much it. Like, Dragonite will need to be able to pick up and try to carry this game, even though I'm worried. You know, you're playing against the Spectre, you have no break mechanic. It's just going to get tougher and tougher. She's level 12, only managed to bring her down once.
And they really haven't done much. They've kind of paid for their aggression multiple times. Oh, Cliff. CTM. CTM TZ. That really didn't work. Epicenter,
It was a
strike
good
coming
try.
through on
2
the
out of
Lion.
10.
He looked to get the kill on the Tims. Dust comes out, and again, Yopaj, he's that Burrow Strike, he's that damage with the Epicenter, but then he's that death. And Gabby moves forward, gets another play hard gone here. They just, are they overplaying just for
they
these
found Spectre.
heroes? They look over, Gabby. Stun, silence, and Primal Roar. Only get the kill on a Gabby, but will be traded. Janwell ends up dead. Natsumi on the run. He's got this axe, so axes, they're coming for you. And now they might be coming for CTM. They cut down those trees. The axes, they're out even further. CTM, you turn to stun that, but now axes, they've got another chance. They're going to come in again and throw one more.
How is this still a thing? Like, we had a B patch, and this is still not fixed. Instead, we decided to reduce the damage by 10. All is fine. House is on fire. Don't worry about it. They managed to bring down Spectre, so that's pretty big. But this Beastmaster with the axes, like, they're trying to build BKBs. Nature's Prophet trying to get one. So is Sand King. But it's gonna take time.
Yopaj is in here, dusted. Tim's like, all right, call an ambulance, but not for me. I mean, I'm dead anyway, but, you know, Yopaj, you're going down too, and the rest of the team's going to follow this up. Janwell, he stays, and they catch Gabby here. Spike Carapace with the Impale. But here's where things get tricky. Axes, another one. Another one. Another one. Just get one button hero.
The only time you can't use the axes is when you're out of mana. That's it.
And he's never out of mana. They cost 65 mana. That's nothing. Like, it really is just nothing. I'm gonna do some math here. Not in my head. I have a calculator.
Oh, no.
No, I have a calculator.
You have a calculator? Okay.
It's got what?
You have my complete trust then. If you're using a calculator, it's going to be probably 70% correct, 100% wrong, but let's see.
So he's got 994 mana, right? Divide that by 65. Can use axes 15 times.
That's a mana regen, level 15 talent, 3 mana regen per second, plus a bottle charges and a soul ring. It's not that easy beak up. You just wanted to, you know, 994 mana. Why are Wild Axes 65 mana? Why is this not 120 mana kind of a spell? That's also my concern.
Hey, he's using, you know, it gets simpler if you just round up to 1,000 mana, but he's using 6.5% of his mana and it's and the axes stack, like that's nothing. It's not a commitment, you know?
Smoke from TNC. Neon holding the high ground. They will even pop Mirana ulti.
They'll come over. Hawk is out. Sentry down and play hard, I believe, getting spotted, yeah, by the Hawk. Natsumi not near, but of course he can get into this fight. Could throw a Wrath of Nature, TP in, he'll be fine. Blink forward from CTM, that's not good. In a bad spot, Swashbuckle, Primal Roar, Rolling Thunder with the Haunt. He's gone, finger in just for the finish, though. Getting the kill on a CTM. They'll look over the other side of this fight as they start doing the Dream Coil on top of Play Hard. Janwell now silenced, he's on the run, but, well, he's dead too. Epicenter, Burrow Strike,
position
Yopaj.
5.
It's TP attempt, all right.
He gets a kill, TP's out, only on position 5 puck, but that's not enough. Like, in terms of gold, this game is pretty even, but if you're asking me, this is like 95% that TNC is going to win at this point, because OB Neon, they had their time. With their draft, this is a lineup that doesn't really scale it that much. You're playing into Spectre, you're playing into Pango, Beastmaster. With the Axes, it's just going to be super annoying to play into. Lion now has a Blink Dagger, so he can get a bit of initiation off.
Are you Dota Plus? 95%?
I could be Dota Plus in this game, yeah.
70,
Been probably
71?
70. Yeah, I know Gaben likes Spectre. You know, he values the hero highly in Dota Plus. He said add extra 5% every single time
Sometimes
Spectre is
like
on the team.
Double damage for Gabby as they go to take Roche. Because, you know, the double damage was definitely needed with the axes coming in.
Manta Style also helps quite a lot. Damage coming around from the Desolator is quite good against Roshan. You basically have 3 Spectres hitting it. Double damage is just a plus.
Does he have a way? No, he doesn't have a way. Dream Coil misses. Boomy. Not on the mark with that one. Rolling Thunder is also used. So certainly opportunity here, but they want to take it. All right. Coomer Cave or Spike, that doesn't land. They've got themselves a silence from the Orchid. They'll throw out the dust. They'll lose Bach here. No longer able to play any music.
Spirit Vessel done on Mirana. That's going to help out, you know, against these tanky heroes. Good against Spectre. Problem is they have way too many problems. They have this Lion that they need to try to focus, otherwise he's going to get a good jump. You have a Beastmaster. Now Spectre with Aegis. Like, how are we going to bring her down?
We're not? I guess would be the answer. Somebody says under their breath on that team. Just ignore the Spectre. Play around the map, you know? Away from this hero. Try to wait out the Aegis. Can you do that even? I feel like TNC have just played so aggressive. Like, even if you wanted to play away from the Spectre, it's almost impossible.
She has a Haunt ready, so can be anywhere on the map. They're trying to set things up on the bottom. They see Tims.
Burrow Strike with the Vendetta hit and the Impale. They'll get a quick pick on TNC. So Tims, he loses his life. Neon get that kill. Look at the difference between CTM and Bach this game. 8 assists for Bach, even on kills and deaths overall. A lot more CS though for CTM.
Pango had some really good roles, connecting on multiple heroes, tanking up this time around, going for mech, mana boots, and also wants to get a Blink Dagger. Like with the Blink Dagger on level 15 talent, you have 13-second Rolling Thunder, which is not bad. You know, they have no abilities that can stop you. So if you got a good Rolling Thunder in the fight, they will have BKBs. Dragon Knight working towards his. We already seen Sang with the BKB. Same goes for Nature's Prophet.
Dream Coil, Swashbuckle all come in with Rolling Thunder. Burrow Strike, Epicenter all on top. They've got the Haunt coming out from Gabby with the BKB pop. They go to the Primal Roar. They've got the Spirit Vessel. The Arrow missing though, so now they don't have the lockdown on Armel.
Burrow Strike in a sec.
Kill on Yopaj. Burrow Strike's in. That might be enough. Armel gone. CTM falls. Gabby trying to fight Natsumi with the BKB. They've got themselves the Impale. Do they have the damage though? Natsumi really trying, and he's gonna bail. He's just gonna bail. Leaving the Spectre, leaving his team. They got the Aegis, but that's it. And now Natsumi's coming back. No, he's going to stop that TP.
And they even give Kelt a gamble, which is really nice. He got 2 kills in that fight. Like, they managed to bring her down once with the Aegis. I believe that's a full basher complete. Yeah, they want to have something against those BKBs because they have no abilities other than Roar. Like, if Roar is used to initiate, maybe they get one target, but seems like TNC is just a bit tired of seeing them TP out with the BKBs, so Basher's going to help out. And now going into Scotty, which is completely fine. You want to be tanky, you want to have that, you know, healing reduction, HP regeneration reduction against the Dragon Knight. You get on top of the Nature's Prophet, the slow is just so good.
We'll see if the Nature's Prophet can get away this time. Basher. We'll see if Tsunami's shirt is a prediction.
First hit Bash.
Yeah. We'll have to see. Yopaj going Shiva's Axe. I think the Axe first would feel really nice. But we'll see what he wants to focus on. It, you know, the Shiva's is queued up first, so I assume that.
Not necessarily. A bit less gold for the Axe. I think it's a better pickup in this game. You know, you have a way of dispelling things, removing the dust with your BKB, so you're kind of covered. With the extended range from the Burrow Strike, you can initiate from far away, you can get out of the trouble. Like, he uses Burrow Strike in the previous fight and just dies to Dispersion.
Yeah, it's certainly not fun to just burrow and die when you're in a core role like that. The fights have been started off Epi burrows for Neon, and it's not doing as much. Burrow Strike comes out onto the Pangolier. They have the Spirit Vessel, quick pick on Bach. And the game's net worth is still sitting pretty close. I think Neon have done an okay job of stabilizing. Blink, Hex, Earth Spike, Finger coming through with the axes, Epicenter, Burrow Strike, Primal Roar coming out on a Yopaj. And again, he burrows in. He might just fall. Even in the Sandstorm, he's visible. They've got the BKB Popeye Natsumi, who will get the kill on the Tims, but that's only 2 dead on the side of TNC for 3 right now with the buyback coming out from Tims. They're going to focus their attention on Natsumi, but they just don't get the bash. Tsunami's shirt is wrong so far.
Yeah, take off that shirt and do whatever you want with it, because it's not working. Spectre didn't have Quelling Blade, so she can't also got in. Maybe she could have gotten one extra hit there if she had it. Because the way you itemize, you know, this Urn of Shadows, not too much value. Gotten from the item already, sold it. You also go for the Magic Wand on Spectre, of course, Blade Mail Manta, and then you're out of slots.
Needed that Quelling Blade. Natsumi's starting to output some damage. He's going, you know, into the AC, then the Satanic. They're going Silver Edge on the Dragon Knight, so he can get to that.
He can get that break. Okay, I'm a big fan of it, you know, because they need it. Spectre just feels super tanky right now. Lion. Like, I see this item being extremely popular. Just Eon Disc, whenever you feel that the enemy team has a good jump, just get the item. So much value from it. Like, you get the spells off in a team fight, which is all that matters. No way to dispel things at the moment. No Yule Scepters.
It's funny, too, because Tims is the one, for the most part, putting himself in those bad positions. They're not really bad positions. He's just blinking forward, Hex Finger with the stun. He's done his job.
You want to get your spells multiple times off with the Lion. Like, you just don't want to be that guy that goes in, uses his full toolkit, and then straight up dies, you know, whatever.
Something like a Sand King would do, or something like that. Finger, got him dusted. Dream Coil also used. Axes coming in. Back and forth they go. Just stacking up to get a kill there on the Genwell. Going Ags on the puck. We'll see how quickly Boomy can get in on that.
Boomy is super farmed for position 5. Like, he's staying 3,000, 2,000 gold ahead of enemy position 4. Like, just having so much farm, which I really like, you know. And he has a Blink Dagger. He bought the gem, so they're getting rid of all the wards. I talked about how they have 3 Invis heroes. We'll have possibly 4 Invis heroes if Dragon Knight gets that Shadow Blade. Maybe someone should hold that gem instead of Puck, because they can take down Puck. Like one Carapace and the hero's dead, one stun. So a lot of value from this item, so you do not want to lose it straight away.
Not bringing these heroes over to defend just yet. TNC will take over the triangle here on the Neon side.
Dire's middle tower is
Roche
under
back up in a
attack.
minute. That's going to be Aegis and Cheese with Shard. See what the team does end up picking that up.
Radiant
Shard for
are
Sand
scanning.
King. Epicenter every 700 units moved.
I don't like it. Not a big fan. Maybe like for Radiant, I wouldn't mind seeing maybe Dragonite,
Yeah, I
because
don't
you can
hate it.
use the what's it called?
Dream Coil.
Fireball. Even in melee
Onto
form.
Nyx Assassin. Oh, he gets bumped up onto the cliff. Fingered again. And he will eventually fall. Burrow Strike comes through on a Boomy. They end up trading. And I believe that puts the gem on the ground.
Yeah, that's why I said that he should not be the one holding it. Do they even see it? They do. Okay, like, because it was hiding in the trees. Everything's green around it.
Oh, instant 200 gold for Shanwell off that. Picks up the gem and he gets 200 gold. That's a great feeling.
It's like you have now 3 Invis heroes. The Dragonite will soon have that. The Shadow Blade, so 4 Invis heroes while you are holding the gem, so you can get rid of the sentries.
They're going to blink in. Burrow Strike through with BKB as well as the Epic Center right on top of RML. They're going to kill the Tims. Tims going to be out for 74 seconds as he bought back a while back. And now they'll look over at Bach, but the Natsumi Nature's Prophet can't get anything done. The damage in from Gabby gets the kill onto the Nature's Prophet. They'll take out Natsumi.
Spectre, she got stunned.
Spectre stunned. Double kill for Armel. Axe is coming out. And now, oh, they got the stun from the Nyx Assassin. He drops the gem.
They will clean them up.
Okay, full team wipe. TNC.
There was a buy Bach from Pangolier there. He comes back into the fight, disarms the Dragonite. There's also a regeneration rune at the bottom, so someone can't pick that up. There was no follow-up on the Beastmaster. Like, they stunned him, and nothing followed. So he used his BKB, gets the primer roll off, also using Axis multiple times. Let's see who decides to pick up the Shard on their side. I wouldn't mind seeing Spectre.
Radiant structures are
She's coming
fortified.
back with the regen.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And Armel backing off. Look at where he's at in this fight. Now he blinks forward, but like, just constant axes coming out. Thought for a second
Okay, they
Gabby
gave it to
might die.
Beastmaster. So dive bomb, 2 seconds stun duration instead of 1 before, but you can't move the
Radiant's
Hawk
middle
anymore.
tower is under attack. Radiant's middle
Lot harder
tower
to
has
set up.
fallen.
That puts him up 8K. I liked the idea, the Sand King mid, but we just
This is it. Like, this is something that I mentioned already, where he's just gonna be that guy with pretty much the same amount of damage output throughout the whole game.
Yeah.
Like, even if you get Shivas, that's an expensive item.
Oh.
Roar.
they got him. Rolling Thunder hit. Dust, BKB, Dust, Primal Roar, the lockdown, Yopaj, he's caught, he's killed. Boomy, he's a trade, but not an equal one. Yopaj only has 13K net worth. He's the lowest core on his team.
So Beastmaster hits level 25. He has Aghanims. He has Aghanim Shard. He has the spell amplification coming out from Kaya. And Sanj, 30%. Also his Axis talent, plus 4% per stack, which is not that bad. Spider Legs, this hero is so hard to kill. The reason why I wanted to see Shard on Spectre instead is if you get hit by like Nature's Prophet ulti, you can just jump on him. I think there's much more value coming out from the Shard on Spectre than on
Dire's
Beastmaster
top
at the
tower
moment.
is under attack. Radiant's bottom
I'm starting to wonder how this game got through all 3 games.
Spectre also hit level 25, plus 5% dispersion.
They need this
It's
break.
gonna be tough. It's gonna be really tough killing her. They managed to bring her down once while she had Aegis. That's all about it.
Yeah. 2 deaths, 9, 2, and 19. Part of 28 of the 31 kills for TNC. Yopaj going for the Shivas. and he's 1,500 gold away from it, but I don't even think that game or that item changes the game at all.
It's not a game changer, definitely. Like, they don't have that like Necro Huskar type of a hero.
Like CTM, he wants the Silver Edge. Yopaj can get away with that these days. Not wasting Epicenter, spamming that first little slap on the ground, a little clap there from the tail. But you can see Neon just kind of unsure how far they're able to go out, unsure what they're able to accomplish right now. Their farm's going to stagnate. TNC's going to pull even further away. And Neon can't do anything about it. I mean, if they go out too far, they end up losing these heroes.
Boomy will have Aghanim Scepter done in 50 gold, so that's going to be a big item. From position 5, you have this BKB piercing ability, locking them down in place, so Beastmaster can set up the axes, Spectre, deal the damage. Guardian Greaves done on Pango.
So they've got the sustain, they have the lockdown, they have the damage, they're checking off all the boxes. Do we have a stun? Yes. Do we have an AoE stun? Yes. Do we have damage? Yes. Sustain with the Guardian Greaves? Check that off as well.
A lot of boxes checked. Late game, checked. Spectre 25. Doesn't get better than this.
Check.
Soon it's going to be checkmate if they continue playing like this.
Radiant's top tower is under
Right now it
attack.
feels like that moment where the other guy has just the king, like one pawn left, and every move is like check. Then you can only move at one space. That's it. Till eventually you pounce and you finish. But maybe the pawn turns into a queen. We don't know. Spike Carapace always holding dust.
They did not want to use the coil there, but kind of forced to use it. Next assassin, good
They're
stun.
going to go for the Spectre. This is Aegis, Burrow Strike, Rolling Thunder coming through, landing on the 2, Spare Vessel on to Gabby. That's the first life gone. But can they get more? The rest of the team is starting to come around. The arrow!
It connects. Like
break.
what?
That's on. It looks like the arrow was past his dead body. They're going to get Gabby twice. Oh, I see that. Yeah, he's gone. Ooh. And that's TNC not being there to protect the Spectre. Still looking for more. Oh, shield crash. Goes to not see.
This is Mirana from anime. Dude, arrow passes and then like, wait a second, I'll just stop until he respawns. You know, it sometimes do be like that. So they have a Silver Edge on a Dragonite, which really helped out quite a lot. Also, he felt secure. Like, he felt like there's no way they killed me twice.
Well, they did. And that's a big problem. Boomy. Silver Edge, they've got the stun with the Dragon Tail, and they'll get a kill on a Boomy. He's gone through that a couple times now.
DNC just losing multiple heroes. We're going to see that one again. So Silver Edge, take pretty much full damage. Nicely executed there. Pango, you know, can only do so little against the BKBs.
Anime Arrow coming in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, that was not a hit.
The feathers on the back of the arrow hit Spectre. It counts.
That just tickled him, but it still counts as a stun.
Ooh,
he laughed too hard.
Broken.
Yeah, he laughed too hard, stunned himself. There's one Greek philosopher that died from his own joke. I'm not joking right now.
If you were joking, you might die.
Yeah, I should not be so funny, you know.
Spell
the
prison.
cast, like I accidentally die. That'd be such a legend, you know.
Headlines read, caster makes joke too funny to live through.
Yeah. So they will take back the outpost, still holding on to that gem. They want to buy a new gem. I see Puck has one queued up. But a lot of value lost from that gem being on their side. They're getting rid of the vision. They have 4 Invis heroes that they can initiate on with.
TNC, they still feel strong. They want to go for this. They want to make the aggressive play. Shut down this comeback right now. Nip it in the bud. Get it out of here. We'll see if they can. They did smoke up. Another gem purchased by TNC, making the investment. And they're on a Natsumi. And the finger, just the burst damage on a Natsumi. He was there and then he wasn't.
Yeah, now you see me, now you don't, pretty much. It was a magic trick from TNC.
He was trying to farm up, get that Reaver, maybe get out there to purchase it, but he is by himself way too far. I mean, they just killed Gabby for the same reasons, or with the same scenario. They're gonna look. Dream Coil down. That's onto the Mirana. Bind him though, CTM looking for the break. Oh, doesn't find him, pops the Manta in time. Epicenter from the back, they've got themselves the Primal Roar with the buyback being committed here by Natsumi. The damage though, they've stunned up Gabby, but he eats the cheese. Burster comes in again, they've got the finger up for Tims once more. He'll throw that out. Natsumi, Yopaj both gone without buyback, and this is looking like the end. They've got the kill on a Bach, but it's just Bach. They'll buy back on this Nyx Assassin. Janwell, he'll try to help, but he can't. CTM is gone. He's got buyback. Spike Carapace stuns up Boomy. They're still chasing for the Nyx Assassin. They'll buy back on the DK. Boomy in with the Illusory Orb, and the Waning Rift makes the escape.
Only 2 heroes with the buyback right now, like that cheese from Spectre actually keeping her alive, and now no buyback on the Nature's Prophet. He buys back, comes back into the game, and doesn't have a life for 80 seconds, so they can at least take one side. Sanking is out in 40.
They call Boomy. Axes don't land. CTM, he wants to get this break. He wants to go. They've got the break. They'll hit the stun. He'll pop the Minotaur Horn. And now the arrow comes in, but I don't think that landed. Lotus Orb onto the Mirana. They've got the damage coming up from Gabby. They'll look over at Genwell as well. And, well, he's gone. The Mirana survives just barely. Gem on the deck. Picked up by Gabby. That feels really bad. Now you can't get close enough to land the Silver Edge shot. They still cleaned up, though, and defended. The Tier 3 stands.
At least they defend a Tier 3 tower. Roshan respawns, so they can go in and take that. It's Cheese Aegis plus Aghanim Scepter.
They need to get over here and stop this, but they can't. And it's just they get Shard, they get Axe Blessing. This is a lot of gold for TNC.
Yeah,
that's free from Roche.
you just give that to Spectre. Give that free Aghanim Scepter to Spectre. Spectre can perform a single target unit haunt, and you also get a dagger on top of that.
Yeah, that is not going to feel good if you're Neon. The timings just end up working out again for TNC.
Bottom.
And there it is.
There we go.
Gabby goes
Shadow
in.
Step.
Shadow Step. Natsumi slowed up. Hit with the Abyssal. He's on the run. He sprouts, but he's not getting away out of the hands of Gabby. Bashed up once again. They'll drop the Dream Coil down on a CTM. They have the lockdown. They'll have the kill. And they should be able to finish off this game with this kill on the CTM. They don't have him for 2 minutes, and they don't have this Nature's Prophet for another minute and a half.
Nature's Prophet, you know, he is tanky, doesn't have Satanic yet. Even if he does, it's still very hard. Spectre with that Aghanim Scepter can jump you twice. Look at Gabby just spinning around. After this performance from Gabby on Spectre, maybe we deserve Arcana. Maybe it's time to release it.
Yopaj Burrow Strike popping the Aeon Disc with the Epicenter, but they've got the Primal Roar. They have the vision on him. Yopaj Desperation Play. Burrow Strike back. Dust is out. They've got the finger again. Tims. He's got a lot of stacks on that finger.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
9 stacks now.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
That Lion becomes super tanky. He has 3,000 HP with those stacks.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's
And they're called GG. So,
Yeah,
TNC reverse sweep.
all 3 games kind of end up in a way where it's like anticlimactic. The game just ends, you know, because what happened before. Good showing from TNC. Like Neon tried to, I'd say, experiment a little bit with the Void Spirit as a safe laner 2 times in a row. Worked out once, second time it didn't work out. With this type of a lineup, they also needed the get more advantage early on,
Yeah.
but those fights between like 12, 15-minute mark were not in their favor, and you're playing against Spectre, you know that late game belongs to them.
Yeah, it looked like it was going okay, and then Yopaj kind of just didn't really do anything. He fell off really hard. He was a burrow strike in an epicenter, and that was it with a death. And TNC, they ultimately come ahead and finish the series 2-1. So they take the series, and to break it down a little bit further for you, we've got the panel. So back over to you guys.
TNC do indeed take it 2-1, and now they are 3-0 so far in this DPC league. And Neon will get their first loss, and it's an expensive loss. These are the types of losses that we'll see at the end of the season, and we'll be all like, oh, why are they fighting for
the
wild card,
tiebreakers, wild
tiebreakers?
card, yeah, definitely. But they have no one else to blame but themselves. They try to play the meta, their own meta, and I completely understand that. But leaving that Beastmaster 2 games in a row, just this what happens. You go from winning the first game into losing 2 in a row.
Well, technically, I left it 3 times.
They did leave it 3 times.
Actually, yeah, they left it 3 times.
But TNC learned their lesson pretty quickly. They're
One
like,
team learned their lesson, the other didn't.
no. And also the first phase Nature's Prophet definitely not looking nearly as intimidating as it did. Well, actually, game 1 they picked it second phase, and they bumped it up to first phase because they were afraid it would get banned out.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Why would anyone ban out Beastmaster? Such a normal hero, or Nature's Prophet. Such a completely normal heroes that aren't broken at all. Well,
No,
one more than the other.
And now also a lot of flex potential for Puck being shown from TNC.
For the first time.
Well, I mean,
Second, that is. Second game.
doesn't really matter when you're offlane. Like, you have an offlane DK, can't pressure the Spectre at all, really. So the Puck can just do whatever he wants, just stack around. He's going to get to level 6 eventually, Coil. Like, in that sense, it's not really important to get a lot of farm priority. And TNC also recognized that. Beastmaster getting huge. I think this is the fight where he just kills all 3 heroes by himself.
Yep, this is the Ag's debut. Spectre takes a little too long to kill.
Oh.
Beastmaster shows up,
I love how
inadvertently cuts his way out of the Sprout.
I love how they're actually trying, like thinking about fighting him, and then everyone just starts running. No, 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 no. This is not the fight. Now, this is the problem. You get the Aghanim's. It's a bit late in the game. He already had it, I believe, a couple of minutes, but the moment you get it, the moment you get that Aghanim,
It feels so good.
that's it.
Please give us a C patch for the love of God.
Yeah, we need to do something about this hero. If it's... Like, you could analyze the game. You really could. You could talk about the late game potential of Spectre and how it broke this Neon lineup that usually goes for mid-game aggression with the Dragonite and Nature's Prophet cores. Also, Sand King fits the same scenario as well. Same story pretty much. But you cannot do that when you're playing into a beast that's completely broken on the mid lane, and then you have this late game hero to just round it all up.
So the thing I feel about Neon is they're still kind of trying to play as they did at a major, where the lineup was very different. Like, the carry player they have now is not Scam. He has a very different hero pool, a very different play style. They're kind of trying to make him play the same way, which worked
Might
in
not
game
work,
1, I
yeah.
guess, but game 2 and 3, he looked not very impressive at all, like in that kind of play style. As I said before, he's a very stable carry player, but they're trying to
Make
be
him
crazy.
unstable, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, at the beginning of the series, I was just like, we saw the first series from Neon, they won it, and I heard a lot of praise for Natsumi in season 1, and then I was just